Hi, I'm Keegan, and this is A Bunch of Gamers. This is our 194th episode of Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition, Confronting the Skinner. I'm going to go around and have my players introduce themselves.
I'm Tyler, and I play Kyle, also known as Guards the Low. He's a Philodox of the Children of Gaia.
Hi, I'm Sam. I play Cora. She's an Aruna in the Geta Fenris.
Hi, I'm Adam. I play Mark Guides the Fallen, and he's a Thurge of the Children of Gaia.
Hi, I'm Sean. I play Zeb Speaks-in-Sweet-Whispers. He is a Theurge of the Silent Striders.
Hello, my name is Riley, and I am playing Dimitri Howls-In-Memory, Lupus Galliard of the Bone Gnawers.
Hi, my name is George. I am playing William Grows-Matrices. He is a Arun of the Glasswalkers.
Last time, the Pax had finally tracked down Natlie Davis, aka Samuel Haight, to a house in Calhan, where they confronted the Great Spirit Minotaur. After a pitched battle, and after Minotaur using a variant of the gift Riot, the Umbra was quickly becoming a storm of Banes. Now the Pax, after fleeing, must survive the storm and finally confront the Great Spirit once again. As Minotaur starts returning to his charge, there is a swarm of Banes, like a storm. There's still nearby some older buildings, some more older farmhouses that have enough spiritual presence in the Umbra to allow you to jump into those. There's also some old mines that still have some spiritual presence here in the Umbra, but specifically there is a storm happening right now of Banes that could be a hindrance if you are not careful. What would you all like to do?
I want to let's use the area that Kyle had hidden in before. One of those built-up areas that are older, I think would be the spot.
Sounds good.
All right, I need either a Dex or a Strength Athletics, Diff 9, or a Dex Stealth, Diff 6, to either sneak past the storm of Banes or basically shoulder check your way through them to get to the building and get out of the storm.
Are these individual rolls, Keegan?
Yes.
Okay.
You will still get to it, but you will take a point of willpower damage. If you botch, you'll take a point of willpower gnosis damage, and if you don't have enough of those resources, you will take physical damage.
Is it?
It's not a botch. That just means you burn 1 point of willpower.
Yeah, and it makes sense since she's fucked up.
Yep.
Mark tried to push his way through, but got 0.
Dimitri is sneaking.
All right. Dimitri and Zeb, you're able to sneak in. Kyle, you're able to weather the storm, shouldering your way forward as Banes are striking you left and right. Cora, as you are trying to, you're getting battered around, your stump swaying, getting reopened, closing, reopening, as the mental tax is starting to get really to you, and you take a point of willpower damage. Mark, you're trying as well, as you're starting to lag behind everyone, your hand in front of your face as you're getting constantly hit, badgered, as you feel the rising hatred within your own spirit, the desire to murder for the sake of your own pleasure. As you force those feelings down, and you take a point of willpower, or you take a point of willpower damage as well.
Right.
As the old barn door starts to slowly swing open, as you pull, Zeb being the first one to get there, pulls it, starts to slip in, as each one of you slips in and you drop down for a few moments of breath in the barn.
How long will this storm last?
Few minutes. The Banes are going to probably start spreading out to nearby areas to cause mayhem in the nearby city where there's more to feed them, but more being made all the time. But the initial culmination of them is done, and now the Banes are more interspersed. What that means is when you're fighting Minotaur, there is a 1 in 10 chance every round that a Bane will show up, use one gift, and then leave.
Having not seen his packmate since he got flung from the fight, Mark's gonna examine his packmates and see that Cora desperately needs to be healed. and give her the mother's touch.
Cool, it's diff 2. She got no rage.
And I'm going to spend 2 on this one so
Yep.
that
Battle scar is gone.
go away. Yep.
Yep.
Into empathy.
Keegan, do you want us to make the stamina rolls, or is the 2 minutes just going to be enough?
The 2 minutes will be enough.
Okay.
So yeah, if you have any lethal, it's gone.
Holy shit, Cora.
Cora, that battle scar is gone. And you regrow a fresh arm.
Alright, I've spent the 2 gnosis to heal William's battle scar, Keegan.
Alright, Williams, you feel your lungs starting to one of your lungs starting to refill as breathing is a bit easier again.
Thanks, Zeb.
Did we grab the phone number of that younger pack?
No.
You did. I'm gonna say you did.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, you've got it. It was a like hour-long drive.
Okay. William, could you call them, let them know about the storm of Banes? They might be able to help reduce some of the damage that happens to some of the further out cities like Peyton. Yeah, I'll let them know. Warn them about the kid with guns filled with silver bullets, too.
Then we give them a call. You relay that information. They said they're fine with it. They're gonna actually leave 3 pack members to fight, and then the remainder are gonna go to Sacred Stone, so that Sacred Stone is aware of a storm of Banes ahead of time in case any bleed over into Colorado Springs as well, so that the Garu are prepared.
Perfect. And I'll relay that back.
So now that we have time to regroup, do we want to talk about how we're going to take care of Minotaur? Who knows how long it'll be before he sniffs us out. The storm at least is giving us possibly some cover from him. Not for long. No, once the storm ends, we'll be heading back out to fight him again. We need to finish him, especially if there's something else out there that he can combine with. Especially with this Bane storm. Who knows what could show up? That's just terrifying.
Keegan, is there like a hayloft that could act as like a lookout post?
There is. You can't do it in Krynos though. You weigh too much.
Okay. Is there like knots in the door of the barn I could look out of?
Yes.
I will do that and keep a lookout for Minotaur.
As Minotaur seems to be approaching the home that he was guarding, he's not going at the same speed when he charged you. He's going about half speed, which is still incredibly fast. He's going at about 15 miles per hour.
Seems to be headed back to the house, but that's all I can see at this angle right now. What do we think? Should we brave the storm, go on the hunt, instead of being caught off guard for the storm to pass? As much as we can. It's just a couple of minutes.
And we've already waited like a minute, I'm sure, right? Like all the things, the calls.
Yes. Yeah.
I would like to activate a couple of gifts since we're going back out while we're hunkered down. I think you guys should do the same. Get battle ready again. I have only one gift I have yet to activate that could help against Minotaur, and it requires me to see him, so I'll need to wait until we step out. Okay. I'm still blessed with my gifts. I'm ready.
I was going to activate Silver Claws and Fangs of the North.
So I can activate that when I fight next.
Since you activated Silver Claws first, Cora, you gained a point of rage already with the activation of Wind Claws, or Fangs of the North.
Perfect. Exactly what I want. I'm exceedingly fine with that at the moment.
Okay. So I'm just going to activate those 3 for now.
All right. Any other gift activations?
No, I've got nothing else.
Okay. You gonna open the doors then? The storm has started to pass. This is now the point where you're gonna have Bane spirits popping up. There's a 10% chance, basically, every turn.
Alright, let's do it.
Doing it?
Yep.
Okay. Door opens, you see Minotaur, and it is a turn, so I'm gonna... No Bane. Kyle, you can see Minotaur.
Yeah, I'm rolling weak arm.
Cool. As you see Minotaur stop, it's almost like the spirit has eyes in the back of his head as he turns around and gets ready to charge you. He goes full speed, full tilt, head down. You have 3 turns before he is there and ready to attack. Alright.
We'll just go in initiative order by turn?
Yeah, exact same initiative order, yeah.
Right.
Yep, so anything at this turn that anyone's going to do besides wait?
I'm going to get up in the air because I sure shit I'm not going to be on the ground waiting for this dude to come here.
Yep.
Sounds
I'll
good.
call out. Can I free action real quick?
What's the free action?
It's voice, just making a call.
Okay.
Move left or right of Minotaur. Don't let him charge directly at you. He can't maneuver fast.
When I get up in the air, Keegan, I'm going to hit him with Spirit Drain. Then every turn.
Okay.
Contested Gnosis roll, div
Is there-
6.
Is there a range on that?
The book just says you can do it.
Oh, cool. If he's in line of sight, then I'll say you can do it.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna wait till the second turn, figuring that he needed to be like a lot closer than like a speck on the horizon.
Sure.
Well,
He's not
right.
quite a speck because he's once again like
'cause he's
20, 25
he's
feet tall.
enormous.
Yeah.
Right. So when he basically, I'm waiting for him to get in the range of Spirit Drain of Spirit Ward and hit him with Drain.
Okay.
I am going to obey William, move a little to the side, and just kind of keep an eye on to see who exactly he's charging at.
Okay.
Just spread out enough that he has to kind of make a choice.
Okay.
Thing this turn, I guess.
Okay.
This round.
How high, or who all in Ill Omens is flying? Right
All
now?
of us can.
But
I think
it's
Dimitri and I haven't made our calls yet.
Yeah, Dimitri makes his call next, then Cora, then William.
But I'm thinking with you, Sam.
So, Dimitri, what are you doing this round?
Dimitri is gonna follow William's instruction, kind of fly up and then move to the left, kind of out of the direct path of the Minotaur.
Perfect. Cora, what are you doing this round?
I'm gonna, move out of like if he were to go straight, I'm just gonna move right, try and get kind of like Kyle, make sure that there's space.
Okay.
So he has to choose.
Cool. All right, sounds good. William?
I'm going to fly over to Cora, pick her up, and then fly up and to the right.
Okay. Picking up Cora.
What are we doing?
For glory?
You're dancing.
Minotaur is charging, and seeing it again, something that large being that fast is rather unnerving. Cora, gain a point of rage. All your actions take place. Minotaur is now about, what? He's basically moved a third closer to you, so 2/3 of a half of a mile. So, going up the chain again. Mark, what are you going to do this round?
Pouring over my gift list here, and I just really can't think of anything useful until he gets up close. I will
I'm
wait.
gonna point out that Spirit Ward, if you activate it, even the penalties will not stack, but the number of essence he loses per turn does. And so once he gets in your range, no, you got knocked out. Remember?
Oh,
you got knocked out.
Okay.
And your Spirit Ward went down because you almost got killed.
well, let me re-roll my Spirit Ward then. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it went away. That's on me for forgetting.
Doing Spirit Wards, so going up the list as we go through this. Kyle, what are you gonna do this round?
Nothing. Just wait.
All right, cool. Zeb. Yeah, I guess you can wait, but you
I'm a Spirit Drain him again.
Spirit Drain him. Cool. So we'll go down, get to that. Dimitri, what are you doing this round?
It's not gonna really play an effect until he gets close, but I'm gonna spend a Gnosis to activate Odious Aroma.
Okay, excellent. All right, Cora, what are you gonna do this round?
Don't know because I don't know what what William is doing because all he said was for honor when I asked.
For glory.
For glory. So holding my action until I'm dropped or put down, I guess. If I'm dropped, then on top of the Minotaur, then I will bite him.
Okay. William, what are you gonna do this round?
I'm going to fly forward, but maintain like the perpendicular movement so that way Minotaur can't charge at us specifically.
Okay.
Like it would be hard to maneuver it.
Okay. You gonna whisper any of your plan to Cora this
For
round?
glory.
Okay.
We're going to attack together, Cora. I'm going to drop you behind or on Minotaur's back.
Gorgeous.
So ride that bull.
Awesome. Done and done, because I have, what's it called? What's that gift called? Where is it? Clenched Jaw. So that'll be fun if I make a successful bite attack.
Cool. Minotaur is just gonna charge. All right. So Minotaur will be there this next round. He's finally starting to get his bearings going, and he's going to try and charge at Mark because he is a third. When he gets in range, Mark, your dodge roll is diff 3 because of his poor maneuverability.
Awesome.
Okay. So going up the ladder. Oh, Cora, gain another point of rage.
Just did it.
Cool.
Yeah, I've been doing mine
We
too.
and we have to roll our contested roll, Keegan.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, roll that, please. And it's his Gnosis? Yes?
Yeah, his Gnosis diff 6 versus my Gnosis diff 6 with his penalty for Gnosis rolls.
Okay.
Just from Zeb's pool, understanding how that stacks.
There we go.
Hey, drain a Gnosis from him. Yeah.
Drain one Gnosis from him.
Or essence. Let's
One
use the right
essence,
term.
yeah.
I'm sorry. One
Let
essence.
us- yeah,
one
one
additional.
essence. Cool, and he's now within the range of your Spirit Ward, so... And he's within Mark's, which I think I saw one success, so... One
That is
additional
correct.
Gnosis. Alright, cool. So, now this is the turn Minotaur shows up and is gonna ram into Mark. So, Mark, what are you doing this round?
I am going to dodge and claw twice.
Cool. Kyle, what are you doing this round?
I am going to try and claw 3 times. And if anyone chooses to flank with me, well, then I'll be flanking.
Cool. Zeb, what are you doing this round?
Spirit Drain.
Cool.
I'm sorry, Weaver's Eyes I declare last, but I
yeah.
kind of knew what was going to happen, so
Sure.
it's all good.
It's all good. Alright, Dimitri, what are you doing this round?
I'm gonna move into position to flank with Kyle, and then I'm gonna claw and spend a rage to dodge.
Okay. Alright, Cora.
After, I'll hold my action until I'm dropped, and then I'll go in for a bite. If I do have a successful one, I will activate, why did I just forget? Clenched Jaw.
Alright, William.
I am going to try and fly over Minotaur wherever he stops, and then drop Cora, and then do a back attack with claws on Minotaur.
Okay, that'll be 1 rage for all that.
Yep.
Alright, Minotaur is charging. Mark, roll, dodge, diff 3, please. Because you could see it from a mile away.
Oh-ho! Matador style.
Miss, as you jump out of the way. William, the sudden gust of his speed kind of throws you off a bit, but you don't have to make a roll. As you wobble towards him, you drop Cora, roll your back attack.
Okay.
Alright, that's all roll over. Alright, you do 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then Cora, you're dropping.
Dropping.
Alright, as you open your mouth.
Bite.
Okay, that's all roll over. Alright, you do 2 damage.
Awesome, and I will activate, since it's a successful bite, I will activate my Clenched Jaw and spend a rage for that. And then, so just after making a successful bite attack, the player may spend a rage point to invoke this gift. For each successive turn she chooses to maintain her grip, she makes a bite attack roll, difficulty 3. While foes can make a resisted strength roll to break the grip, suffering an additional health level of damage in the process of trying to tear her free, the Garu may add half her willpower to her dice pool. Round up.
Cool. Thank you. Alright, moving through. We get to Dimitri, flanking with your claw.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Alright.
It's all
It's like
roll over.
3 successes.
It's
Alright.
all roll over.
Then rolling for damage.
No damage.
Okay.
You come in, you strike, and sparks come off the back of Minotaur as the spirit doesn't seem to notice you at all. Alright, Kyle. Oh no, I'm sorry, Zeb.
Alright, make our contested roll, sir. Yes, sir. So I will gain 3 willpower and drain 6 essence.
Nice.
Dude, nice.
Jeez.
So 6. And
Heck
your
yeah.
spirit ward does 5. Alright. And so we go down, Kyle.
Alright, I believe I said I was attacking 3 times.
You did. That was technically an attack.
Yeah, technically. Alright, that's okay. The first one was pretend.
First one, you swing, you hit, you do nothing. Soaks again as you try and come in, viciously clawing, getting nothing. You do 1 point of damage.
Haha! Blood drawn! Finally.
Alright, Mark, you do 1 automatic damage because of your Spirit Ward. Now you're attempting to claw twice.
Alright, here's first.
Alright, so I'll roll over.
Okay.
Soaked as you try and claw and nothing goes through.
Alright, here's the other one.
I'll roll over.
Alright.
Alright.
I rolled that. That's 4.
Yep, so 10 soak.
Oof.
So, as you try and claw, you're just getting nothing. Mark, what are you doing this round?
I will dodge and then spend a rage to cast Shards of Icy Rage on him. Because he is point blank, and it'll be like summoning the shard and then using it like a knife. Like, oh.
Sounds good. Kyle, what are you doing this round?
I'm going to spend 2 rage, claw twice, and dodge once. And dodge, sorry.
Dodging. Claw twice. Cool. Zeb, you don't know yet. Dimitri.
Oh, wait, and flank.
Oh, and flank, yes.
Yes, if someone is willing.
Dimitri is.
Yes, I'm always willing.
Alright. Dimitri, what are you doing this round?
And I'll go
Oh.
another.
Due to technical issues, the packs fought and finally defeated Minotaur. Moving through the Umbra, they saw Natlie Davis coming out, dragging something. Moving through the Umbra, they tried to get to her, noticed that she set a timer, they stepped through. Kyle then performed Dazzle. William is checking the plug and play and notices that it is a bomb.
How much time is on the bomb?
It was set to 5 minutes.
Okay. I will try and deactivate the bomb.
Alright, that is a intelligence technology roll.
Int tech. And what's the diff?
It's going to be diff 8 because it is hyper competently built.
Mulligan that. There we go.
So you get it to pause, but you don't do any permanent damage to stop the timer. If someone were to try and reset the bomb, they can do it quite easily.
Okay. I will hand it to Mark. Put this in your bag.
And I will do so.
The bomb's large. Like, it's not... It got wheeled out.
Oh, okay. I got it. My apologies. I missed that during the internet issues. I thought she was carrying it. Then...
Put it in the back of her car, if it'll fit. Is it big enough? Is the back of her car, like, she has like an SUV or whatever, will it fit back there, Keegan, or is it too big?
It would fit. From nearby, a rock is thrown at full force, hitting Natlie Davis. Someone threw the rock, hit the windshield, broke it, and then basically hit her with it.
All right. So I'm going to trick shot the tires at this point then.
Okay. As you see Ben Bernard there with a couple of rocks.
Keegan, how many people are around here? I mean, the town was small even when the riot started.
Yeah, Calhan is... There's like probably in the streets around you 30 people. But because Calhan's pretty small, but it's got a population of about 800 people. You take out the tires. Natlie rubs her face and goes, I have a proposition. You let us go. You let us go, and I'll tell you where in my car are the codes to get in my house, because I have a couple 100 pounds of explosives, and it won't matter if you disable the bomb in my car or not. If it's hit with that much explosives, it'll explode all the same and throw up a bunch of nuclear material. I have timers on that bomb as well. You'll have to go searching for them, but the instructions in the vehicle can tell you where that is. If you do not, well, as she seems to fiddle with something in her car, I will set this car off. I'm going to die either way. Those go up, you fail this town, and more worm creatures are released.
I mean, we don't know how involved Ben is in this. Like, obviously we know he's here, he's helping her at this moment. it's possible he could be convinced to do the right thing if he has these codes. Anything that could help us, because like she is tainted. We don't necessarily know that he is, or if he's just not being manipulated by someone else now. But I mean, letting her go is like completely out of the question because she'll just do this again somewhere else.
And there's a fuckload of kinfolk that are around here still with guns full of silver bullets that'll be coming for us still too.
Yeah. I mean, I can trick shot one more time and knock it out of her hand. At least the automatic switch. And then I can activate Hands Full of Thunder to keep her pinned.
Can we afford to fight one of these fights again when she does it a second time?
No, because she's going to come even more prepared than this time.
So we're going to lose Callahan, Colorado.
We can't let this city happen like Hawaii.
Why?
We can try to stop it.
We can try to stop it after she's dead. I mean, George, I mean that wasn't meant to be like a mean-spirited why. It was one of these things where like mechanical, or at least within the context of this game, we can't stop the good doctor. If every one of his if we let her get away, we're doing this again somewhere else.
I was agreeing with that. Is that we can't let her go, but we also can't let this bomb go off.
At least not this one. There might be more in the house.
Yeah.
Right. So like what I think we can do risk mitigation here, right? So like the person who's pushing the bomb right now, the one that is temporarily disabled just tries to get it as far away from this car and this house as possible so that it doesn't go off, because this one, I mean, it was full of according to Zeb's eyes, full of wormish taint, right? Like it's probably nuclear material. There may be nuclear material inside too, but if this one doesn't go off, that's something. Potentially, maybe we could convince wind spirits to funnel the nuclear the scattering radiation to somewhere that's a little less dangerous, an abandoned town, something. Like just try and mitigate, try and keep people as safe as possible if the house goes up.
Well, the spiritual way of doing that would be us hurting Banes somewhere else and probably fighting them. But that would probably be the way that we would do something like that. Like, you know, when spirits, no, I'd be like, yes, that works, but I think a lot of it might be if we go into the Umbra and we deal with like the spiritual aspect of these things, that might be the route that we take. But again, it's going to be really bad. But I'll take that over letting her go.
Yeah, I agree with Sean.
I agree that we can't let her go.
So at this point, would I then, to open things up, I guess to go play by play, I would trick shot the switch out of her hand and then pin her on the other side of her car with my Hands Full of Thunder.
Yeah, who was pushing the bomb?
Well, I handed it off to Mark.
Well, but it's big.
It's big, so it's kind of like on the ground now.
Yeah, she wheeled it out, so it's this big contraption. One of them anyway, since now the car is also wired.
Oh, was her door left open when she came out to the house?
No, the door's closed.
Oh, dang it. Even in a panic, she remembered to close the door.
Well, power 9.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't panicking, she was just really mad. But I want to make sure I didn't miss what you were saying here, Tyler. That, yes, we're going to funnel whatever this is and deal with whatever happens here. Like, we're not going to just walk the fuck away. But unless you had any other idea of how we might...
No, I mean, first thing is that bomb gets moved as far away as possible. Like, Mark starts running, pushing it further away. Because there's a good chance that the car blows up as soon as William does the trick shot. If it doesn't blow up...
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, if she dies, then we grab old boy and see what the fuck he's got. Because at that point, there's no one looking out for his ass.
Yeah.
Right.
Keegan, is it a dead man switch or is it just when she presses?
You didn't see she was fiddling with something in her dashboard.
Okay.
So like there is a chance that this just happens in like say 30 seconds, a minute. It blows. So I think whether she's dead or not, we should maybe even move the car further away from the house if we can. Obviously, like wheels are shot, but
I think
you do get a perception alertness from the highest player to notice.
All right,
that's not me.
7.
5.
Cool.
Also 7.
You can go ahead and roll, Riley.
Okay.
And then Sam, I think you should just throw a fucking hammer at either one of these assholes. If it's Ben, it would just be hilarious to splatter him, and he'll probably live. And if it's her, she dies either way. But like, I definitely think you should do that. Probably him.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
What's the difficulty of the roll?
It is it'll be diff 8.
Diff 8. Okay. 2 successes.
You notice that she's whispering something under her breath and looking at each and every one of you.
Dimitri is gonna speak up. She's doing something.
She then looks in her mirror.
Shoot her.
One sec. She gets this roll to determine if you hit her or not.
Okay.
Her gnosis is 10. And she has grasp from beyond, which means the diff of the gauntlet goes down by 2. So it's diff 5. Because neither of these actually require, or one requires a roll. No, there's no roll for the blur of the mirror. Perfect. So she can do these 2 things in the same turn. That's what I thought. So she instantaneously steps sideways, but you guys can try and follow.
Yeah, and she raised the gauntlet to 10, right?
Yeah, she is. She is built to escape. Can't have Sam Hate be an ashtray all the time.
Well, free action. Kill him.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You guys draw and quarter him in Hamid form. Rip him to shreds.
Is there a duration for that gift, or is it an area effect?
I think it's a. Let me reread it. I think it's actually like just quick. So blurring the mirror.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's
the target. Yeah, increases the target by 5. Oh, up to 5. So he missed 1. So she can only cast it on 5 of you. So I'll let you guys pick though. Who is the one who you want to try and step sideways to stop her?
If it's
Can we let Kyle?
Alpha, can they go with us?
I would say no, because then you're taking their blurred mirror.
I think Kyle can be a good one to let go.
I can certainly try. I mean,
What's
I've
your
got
gnosis?
5 gnosis. It's
I was gonna say one of the Arun. Cora's got a high gnosis, right?
That's true.
Yeah, I've got.
I don't.
8.
You got 8. You got gnosis 8. I think it should be Cora.
100%.
that's good.
All right. So Cora, try and step sideways. Diff 7.
Okie.
In the meantime, Keegan, I'm going to rush to the car and try and grab the instructions if I can find it.
Mulligan.
Please.
Mulligan 100%.
Wow. You instantaneously shift over.
Awesome possum.
As you're trying to grab the real quick, William, while you're trying to grab the instructions, you notice that her. Actually, give me a perception alertness real quick, William. Difficulty, we're gonna go 7. You don't notice. All right.
Nope.
So we'll switch back to Cora real quick. Cora, you see Natlie. She spent a rage to shift into lupus form to run as fast as possible.
Okie dokie. I am going to spend a rage to also run as fast as possible after her.
All right. What's your dexterity in lupus
7.
form? 7. You catch up faster. You're faster than her.
I'm going to try and bring her down and bite into her. And if she shifts, I'm going to spend another rage to shift into Crown.
Okay. So you'll have to spend a rage if you're going. So you're gonna try and tackle her. You said.
Tackle and bite. Yep.
Okay, that's you have to spend 1 point of rage for that.
Yep. No, I have the thingy. I have the.
Oh yes.
Thingy.
So you get 2 actions.
Mhm.
She's gonna dodge though.
Don't forget you still have +2 brawl from the Song of Heroes.
It does not dodge. You tackle her to the ground. You may make a bite.
Bite is 5.
Okay, she gets dodged, but it's at a +2 difficulty because she's on the ground. No successes. All right, and she gets the soak in lupus form.
I would like to spend a rage now.
Okay.
To activate my clenched jaw.
Okay. You do 6 points of lethal damage, and you activate clenched jaw.
And she, because Things of the North is a scene by scene, right? And we're still in that scene.
You are.
Okay. Target takes 1 die penalty.
All right. As she struggles and she kind of shifts back to Hamid briefly and goes, Cora, I can bring back Eleanor.
Too late.
As she starts bleeding out and dying, and she goes, of course you'd make sure that a kin doesn't come back. They're not worth it in your war.
Nope. Cora's just done her grieving already.
Natlie is dead.
I'll shift back to bed and
We're gonna play a game of luck with old George here.
oh good.
A good old game of luck. One,
I'll get my next character rolled up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Time to play Am I Shooting a Bomb or Not?
George
know
is
what
not
10
lucky.
means. I didn't think so.
10 is not lucky. Alright. Okay, this is just damage. Sorry, George.
Well, I've already frenzied once, so this is game.
Well, someone can try and Mother's Touch you if they get to you in one turn. You survive as the car explodes, dealing 6 points of damage as you get blasted out. Body covered in shrapnel, glass. You're on fire, though, so someone has to put you out. You will continue to take damage while you remain on fire.
I will activate Master of Fire, and I will go and put him out and heal him.
Zeb lovingly places his body on his pack member as a gentle blanket to put out the flames.
But the shrapnel.
The shrapnel, nothing he can do about the shrapnel. You wait for the shrapnel.
Right. What's your current rage? Or what's William's current rage?
2.
All right then.
I used a lot when I
Hey, buddy.
killed the Minotaur.
I ain't mad.
As
He
Zeb,
was healed.
He was healed as Zeb throws himself on, stop, drops, rolls, and puts out the fire, and then starts licking his face in Hamid form, and heals 2 points of lethal damage, or ag, because it's fire. So you've got 4 points of ag running around.
Yep. Zeb doesn't show affection often,
but when he does,
we still have to get inside. So I'll get up, pat Zeb on the back. Thanks, man. But we gotta do something about that building. And with my plug and play still active, is the building digitally locked? Like, is it an electronic lock?
No,
or is it...
she's smarter than that.
Okay.
She's a paranoid prepper and a Garu who knows that spirits exist and that plug and play exists.
Oh wait.
I don't think we need to rush in. What we can do though is now we can control what the hell happens inside that house. From the umbral side or whatever, we don't need to go inside.
I forgot I have a gift called Intrusion.
What's it do?
It's impossible to keep a cockroach out of a house and equally impossible to keep out a glasswalker with this gift. Once activated, the gift allows the glasswalker to open any barrier presented to her. Doors unlock at her approach and padlocks fall open with no explanation. And so for exactly 1 minute after I activate this gift by spending 1 gnosis, all forms of locks and barriers allow her passage from computerized vault locks to barricades of 2x4s nailed up. Mystically sealed barriers still require a roll to bypass, but every success on the initial gnosis roll adds 1 automatic success to such attempts.
All right.
And then barriers disabled by this gift do not automatically reseal themselves.
Nice. Okay.
So, but I will use that once we have a game plan to get into the house, because I think Sean was saying that we should wait a minute to discuss.
Not even discuss. I don't think we need to go inside just yet. But I see Tyler's ready to chirp in here.
Okay.
We need to get the dirty bomb far, far away. Far, far away. Because if we can't leave it unattended, and it doesn't make sense to just have someone standing there ready to get shot by kinfolk that might try and activate it again. It needs to get gone. At the same time, we probably don't want to leave the house completely unguarded. It makes sense to, I think, temporarily split up. I know that sucks, but we gotta handle these 2 things at once.
Alright, the ill omens will go and try to find Van, something to put this in the back of in this riot, and get it out of here. And you guys, Fomori's Bane, you guys want to stay behind and watch.
Dude.
Cora, master of the Umbra, will make sure the house with Mark will our 3rd theurge now.
Yes.
I'll Cora stay in touch and tap an ear.
For sure. After I get back over,
Yeah. So you need to make that roll. And then Zebulon, Dimitri and William, whoever has the highest, intelligence investigation to find a vehicle quickly enough to, jump out with the riot and have no issues.
I mean, we're tied on that, I think.
I have 8.
Right. All right, go for it, man.
God, can I
Okay.
use someone's mulligan? Otherwise, this is gonna really, 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 really hurt.
It's not, it's not a botch.
It's not a botch.
You're just stuck for an hour in the Umbra.
I'm stuck for an hour in the Umbra. Great.
There we go, 2 successes.
All right, you find a van. As you throw it in there, some guy goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" Zeb right hooks them. William does a roundhouse kick, just a regular roadhouse move. As you guys jump into the van, Dimitri hits the accelerator, and you guys start launching out of town as fast as possible. At the house, Cora, you notice that the earth spirits are starting to get agitated in the Umbra under this nest. Kind of a rumble under the house.
Gross. Do the earbuds work cross?
They do. The difficulty increases.
Mm.
Different realm. So it goes up to diff 6 to activate it with your Gnosis.
Diff 6?
Uh-huh.
I'll try. Twitch.
You get it. You get a message out. Who has the earpieces? I know it's William.
So, Cora's connected through one set of earpieces to Dimitri and myself, and the other one is to myself and Mark.
Got it.
Because the two alphas refuse to use the fetishes.
That's right.
Crazy, it's the alphas. I don't know.
I know.
I'm gonna be like, we need a third over here ASAP. There's something wrong with these earth spirits.
William, you probably want to activate
Yep, I'll activate
Yours?
the other one
diff 4.
to loop. Yep, to loop in Mark.
All right, you got him.
What do you
looped in.
mean, Cora? What do you mean the earth spirits are acting weird?
They're getting super agitated by something.
Mark, can you handle that?
Well, I'm gonna have to. I'm the only third chair right now, and I'm in the physical, so
Yeah, so Gnosis diff 7. You step over instantaneously.
and I'll consult the closest earth spirit.
So much pressure. Something is happening.
Pressure. Could you describe it more?
It's so hurtful. She was buying so much. She'd been here for so many turnings of the moon. And buying bags of things to feed the soil. So many bags we thought she would make the earth stronger. But instead she hoarded them inside her home, and now the gas of it starts to build. And we know that the building will soon burst and scatter us to the four winds.
Mark will think to himself, fertilizer bomb, and relay over the link to
You'll have to roll
whoever's
for it.
hearing.
You'll have to roll for it because you're
Okay.
now talking. So that's diff 6 because William is in the physical world. Gnosis.
And that's a Gnosis? Yeah.
Roll Gnosis, yeah.
All right. Mark will tap into the link and say, the earth spirits are describing a fertilizer bomb, a big one. There's lots of it, so much that it's poisoning the earth around the house.
Can you find a bomb's a bomb, and I don't know if we can take care of the fertilized bomb, but can you locate and remove any nuclear material? Zeb, do you have ideas of how to disable a fertilizer bomb? It's too late for us to go back. We can't go back.
I can't even get in the house.
The only thing that maybe could be done spiritually, and this is a wild guess, is if there was a way at least to allow the spirits to move freely within the Umbra and take some of the pressure off the physical world. But it would still mean, well, that would be probably a mighty ritual you don't all have time for. And it would also send an explosion shattering across the Umbra. So
There's also that.
you might just want to be leaving Calhan.
Well, Zeb says that there might not be much that can be done. Do what you can, and if you can't do anything, then leave.
Who's going to tell Kyle? The sole remainder in the physical world.
Mark is going to step sideways. Before he does, Mark is going to give a warning to the earth spirit to share to his kin that there is a rock of great destruction about to blow like a volcano, and it's suggested that they steel themselves for it, and apologizes to not be able to help right now.
They thank you, and now I need a Gnosis roll. Div 7, please.
Oh, thank God.
All right, you pass over instantly.
As I'm popping out of the Umbra. Kyle! Place is a whole fucking shit bomb. We gotta get out of here.
Fuck. Okay. How loud is this riot, Keegan?
Pretty loud. It's starting to quiet down. The gift is starting to wear off.
Alright, I'm gonna activate Persuasion. And as Mark and I begin to run, we're just going to yell at everyone. Like, that house is primed to blow. Everyone has to run.
Charisma expressions, please. Div 5.
Move.
Alright, you succeed. You yell. You start running. You start running as fast as you can. You guys get about halfway through Callahan. I need a Dex Athletics check. Div 7, please. Alright. Same for you, Mark. Or you rolled that. Okay, cool. So, you both succeed as you stay on your feet. As the shockwave hits you, you almost get knocked down. There's a huge plume. But it doesn't seem like there was any nuclear material this time. So Callahan's not irradiated, but a whole block got blown away, which has now sparked a prairie fire. As people are getting in cars, you start driving away. The fire department gets called. But Natlie Davis and her cult of personality for the Stolen Moons has been dealt with, though unlikely that her rhetoric will completely die with her. But we'll see how this all shakes down next time. Thank you to everyone who listened. We'll catch you in that next episode. Bye.
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 Goodbye.
It's gonna be a blast.